guys leaving me alone with them? Good luck all in. Thanks, guys. All right, it's the Jack Link's beef jerky all in moment. I just have the nuts.
Greg Raymer is in seat 9. We got some familiar faces.
We're in trouble. Really? We're up against Poker Face. I heard you're an up-and-comer. I want to put you on my channel, give you some exposure.
She shows it!
Pure mayhem here at the lodge. There's Wayne from Doctor's Poker. Say hi to the blog, Wayne. Okay.
Come on, everybody, don't stop.
Two players have limped in, and on the button I look down at ace, king, 9, deuce, suited in diamonds to my ace. I make the call. There is no small blind this hand. The big blind does call, and we go 4 ways to a flop, which falls ace, 4, deuce, rainbow. When it checks to me, I likely have the best hand given no one has shown any strength, but my hand is vulnerable to additional straight cards coming in or someone hitting a better 2 pair on future streets. I put out a half pot bet of $10. Surprisingly, the big blind and a limper call, taking us 3 ways to a turn, which falls the 8 of clubs. They check to me, and I slow down and opt for pot control, with the river falling the 10 of diamonds. Ace is up.
Ace deuce. Ace deuce, 2 pair.
Don't slow roll me. So it's ace, queen, 9, 7, all spades. The other guy mucks. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Take the small pots. No one needs to get hurt. It's a 7-handed double board bomb pot, and in the cutoff, I've been dealt ace, king, 9, 3, rainbow. The flops fall 4, 3, 3 with 2 spades, and 10, 10, 9 with no suits. There is a pot size bet of 105, and another player shoves all in for 110. When it gets to me, if I were deeper stacked, this is usually going to be a fold if I'm up against other deep stacks. Yes, I flop trip 3s plus 10s up on the second board, but I can easily run into spots where I'm drawing completely dead against multiple opponents. However, on a shorter stack, I'm not risking a ton going with it, and sometimes I am going to have the best hand given the way some of these guys play. I rip it in for 210. Now the button calls, the original better calls, and we're going all in 4 ways with 2 other players left with chips to bet on the turn. The turns fall the 5 of spades and the 8 of hearts. Both players check, with the rivers falling the 5 of diamonds and the 10 of hearts. They check it down, and my opponents reveal ace 10, 7, 3, jack, jack, 8, 6, and ace 8, 8, 7. Looking at the equities when the money goes in, I do have 27% with my trip 3s with a 19% chance to tie, but on the other board, I'm all the way in last place with an extremely dismal 2% equity 4 ways. All right, we've got a fresh $200 in front of us, and we are ready to rebuild. It falls to me in early position, and I limp in with 10, 10, 4, 4, and no suits. This is not a great hand. The lack of suits may be a blessing, because any flush I make will be far from the nuts. But aside from the pocket 10s being good to flop a set, the pocket 4s can be troublesome. They won't flop top set often enough, and if they do, then a straight would be possible. There's 3 callers, including the small blind, and now the big blind can't help himself, potting at 230. Again, I don't like my play here, which is to call. I probably should have folded this pre-flop. Now I'm putting more money in the pot with it instead. It's likely that my frustration over this wild session swings have got me loosening up too much. Surprisingly, everyone else folds, taking us heads up to a flop. So why are you guys leaving me alone with them? All right, just me and the winner.
Maybe he's alone with you, you know?
You're locked in here with me.
The flop falls 8-8-4 with 2 clubs. I flopped an extremely disguised full house, and my opponent isn't likely to put me on the hand I have. He leads for just a third of the pot, 25. I've got him on the hook, and I don't want to lose him, so I just make the call. If he has a pocket pair, I'm only afraid of him hitting a 4-outer, either one of the cards matching his pair, or one of the 2 remaining 8s in the deck to make a larger boat. If he has an overpair or even clubs, I may be able to get the full double up off of him on the turn.
And I promise you, I'm going to be a man. I won't say nothing. I just drag the pot like a champ, because I'm a born champ.
The turn falls the 4 of hearts. Why, Lord? Why don't I have more money in front of me? He bets 50, and I just call again. What else can I do? I'm letting him think he's milking me when I'm the one doing the milking. The river is the king of hearts. Oh, please, please have kings full. That would be just about the sweetest thing. Unfortunately, he checks. I obviously rip it in, and he lays it down. Maybe I got max value out of him by letting him bet. Maybe I missed value by not getting my stack in on a previous street. Let me know in the comments below how you'd handle the betting on this one.
Massive bad beat payouts. Guaranteed poker tournaments. Featuring micro stakes up to 10-20. Everything from Hold'em to Omaha. 4, 5, and 6 card. High and high-low. Follow the instructions on screen to join today.
We're playing a 9-handed double board bomb pot, and on the button I've been dealt Ace King 10-9 suited in diamonds to my ace. The flops fall 10-8-6 with 2 diamonds and 10-5-3 rainbow. There's a pot-sized bet of 135 and 1 caller, and when it gets to me, there's only 110 remaining in the deck, so I know no one has top set. I have the nut flush draw on the board, we're as straight as possible, but I have some outs to get there, and with multiple players in the pot, it's time to gamble and try to spin this stack up. I rip it in for 275 total. A player behind me is all in for 240 total, and we've got a 4-way all in, bringing this pot to over $1,000.
All right, it's the Jack Link's beef jerky all in moment.
If I can get just half of this pot, it'll go a long way towards fighting my way back from Stuckville. The first turn is the Jack of Clubs, bringing in a second flush draw and giving me a gut shot to Broadway. The second turn is also a jack, so I actually have a shot to scoop this if I can hit a diamond up top and a queen down below, or queens on either board.
Hold your hand for now. You 3 are on the side.
9-7 look like shit.
5's full on bottom.
Couldn't hit a diamond.
9-7's good.
It's good. Queen of diamonds, 5 of diamonds, 5 deuce of spades. And then turn them both over.
Oh, sorry.
King 7 of spades, 9 deuce of diamonds. That's where all my diamonds were.
I really wish I had a lighter in my pocket so I could look at the camera.
Okay, guys, it looks like this session I've got these chumps right where they want me. In early position, I come in for a pot-sized raise, holding Queen Jack, Jack 8, and no suits. There's 2 callers behind me.
It's too much. It's too much. Give me the pot. All right, small blind calls. Big blind pots it.
The big blind just can't help himself, potting it to 90. This is actually helpful, as now I can reopen the betting by shoving it for my $200 stack. The players in between us now have to be concerned if they call my shove, the big blind may come back over the top behind them. This forces the other 3 players out, putting $45 of dead money in the pot and getting my hand heads up against my opponent.
You go twice or no?
Once for the vlog, let there be blood.
Once for the vlog, let there be blood, he says. Okay.
Hold my wine, bitches! The flop falls Ace King 10, giving me the stone cold nuts with Broadway. But my hand can only get worse from here. A diamond, running hearts, or a board pair could all spell disaster. Alright, the turn is clean. Now I just have to survive one more card.
Two pair.
I gotta see him, man, for the vlog.
You went all in.
I just have the nuts.
Okay. I had a fucking queen with Jack. Yeah, Jack was coming. Oh, y'all both had all of it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
The $10 straddle is on. There's 1 caller, and on the button I call, holding ace 3, 4, 5 suited in spades to my ace. The small blind just can't help himself, raising to 55. The big blind calls, the straddle folds, the limper calls, and hey, when in Rome, we go 4 ways to a flop, which falls ace 5-3 with 2 diamonds. The small blind casually tosses out a 100-chip bet. The other 2 players fold, and you know what? If he magically has aces when I flop the mirror, I can still hit a deuce to make a wheel. I'm all in for 305, and he calls pretty quickly.
Good luck, all in.
Good luck, all in. Twice? All right, we're going twice. I hit the mirror and a straight draw.
They're good right now.
All right. King of hearts, 4 of hearts, 7 of spades, 6 of spades. I had a straight, and you got me. And the other one? All right.
Straight to the 7. Kings up top.
Everybody's a winner here.
Looking at the equities when the money goes in on the flop, I have almost 63% equity with my opponent, a bit over 37. Fortunately, I managed to win at least one of these runouts to get half instead of getting scooped. 3 players have called, and on the button I looked at a Jack 10 9-3 double suited in hearts and clubs, and I make the call. Both blinds come along, and we're going 6 ways to a flop, which comes Queen 10-4 rainbow. There's a bet of 30, and with the open-ended straight draw, 2 backdoor flush draws and middle pair, plus position on the whole field, I make the call. There's only 1 fold, so we're going 5 ways to the turn, which comes the 3 of hearts. It checks all the way to me. I've picked up a flush draw to go along with my straight draw and second pair, and I opt to take advantage of the situation, betting the full pot of 180. I'll either take it down now without having to improve, or I'll get it in with multiple ways to win. The small blind thinks for quite a while, but eventually flicks out the call.
I get 2 callers. No respect. I made a mistake. Help me, Poker Jesus.
The river is the 4 of clubs. It checks around to me, and I don't think betting my last 110 is going to do any good when the pot has $720 in it. I don't think anyone's going to fold like a queen, which has me beat, especially when I'm facing 2 opponents. So I opt to hold on to those chips, and I check it back. There is always a possibility that my opponents both had draws that whiffed as well, but unfortunately the small blind announces Queen 10 for top 2. Looking at the equities on the turn, I only had 35% against my opponent's 2 pair, and I was pretty surprised he didn't drop the hammer on the turn with the top 2, given the potential for bad river cards. There's 2 callers, and in the cutoff I looked at an ace queen 8-3 suited in hearts to my ace. Surely I am fucking due to win a pot. Both blinds come along, and we're hanging to the flop 5-handed.
Maury, are you going to give penalties for the shit or what?
The flop falls ace 8-6 rainbow, giving me top 2 pair. When it checks to me, the turns can bring in better 2 pairs or straight, so I lead for the pot of 25. The big blind is the only caller, so we're going heads up to the turn.
You presenting poker. Casino Royale.
The turn falls the queen of clubs, giving us an even better 2 pair. I bet the pot of 75 with only $5 behind. He raises, we get it in, and we agree to run it twice.
I am altering the deed.
The rivers are the 7 of hearts and then king of clubs. And my opponent turns over 7, 5, 4 deuce with 3 clubs, giving him both a rivered straight and a rivered flush to scoop me. When the money goes in on the turn, I have roughly 58% equity, as my opponent has a wrap straight draw and the flush draw is outs against my 3 pair. Unfortunately, he manages to bink both to find me stacked again this session. All right, this was a tough episode. This is only part 2 of 3 of this very lengthy session. We're down. We're not out. This is kind of, I put the Darth Vader in at that last hand. This episode kind of reminded me of The Empire Strikes Back. Things look bleak. Our heroes are in peril. The bad guys are winning. But the third part of this coming up next week is going to kind of be my Return of the Jedi episode. Maybe we'll have Ewoks. I don't know. But there's going to be some redemption. There's going to be some growth of my chip stack finally. So looking forward to sharing that with you guys. In addition, I have activated memberships on my channel. Now, the reason I did this was because Google/YouTube emailed me and said, hey, if you do this, we'll give you $200. And I don't know about you guys, man, but my electric bill has been pretty pricey this summer. I could use an extra $200. Why not? So I activated it. I set it at the lowest possible price point for everybody, 99 cents per month, the price of a cup of coffee. So if you guys want to support the channel, great. It's appreciated. You don't have to. I'm not going to lock my content behind, subscriptions or memberships or anything like that. You'll get some, recognition when you post. There'll be, a special like avatar or picture or something that'll show up. That'll change over time. The longer you've been a supporter of the channel, you also get access to, special emojis that other people don't that you can put in the comments. And I guess, I think I'm only given like 4 of those to start, but as more people support the channel, it'll open up more and allow me to add more. And I also will be notified of subscribers first if they're commenting, so I can respond to them sooner. But I try to respond to everybody anyway. So, let me know if this is all brand new to me with the membership. So if there's some feature or some benefit or something that you guys want to see added to memberships, let me know. It's new to me. If you support the channel, I appreciate it. Maybe if enough people support it, I can afford to, make it make sense for me to hire an editor. Maybe I could put out, 2 full videos a week or something. So aside from that, that's it. Looking forward to the next episode. There's some redemption. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.
We getting down with the Saturday.